Oke, aman. Mulai.
Okay, for the next presenter, Shifa Fadila and Muhammad Ibrahim. Are you there, guys? Okay, can we start? So, time is yours. Who is the moderator?
Oke, thank you, Hesti. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everyone. So today we are going to presenting our analysis of mood and modality in Michelle Obama's in 2016 on DNC speech. We're looking at this through the lens of systemic functional linguistics, especially how the language she uses builds a relationship with her audience and conveys international meaning. Next. So here's just a quick background on the speech itself. Michelle Obama delivered this at the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia on July 25th in 2016. Her main goal was to endorse Hillary Clinton for president and to energize voters heading into the election. What's really interesting about this speech is that she doesn't go political in the way you might expect. Instead, she anchors everything in personal stories about raising her daughters in the White House. The central theme is really about what kind of future we are leaving for our children. And that's what makes it such a rich text for SFL analysis. Next will be delivered by Shifa.
Okay, here there is model types findings. 88%, 67 clauses declarative, 92%, 7 clauses interrogative, 6% 2 clauses imperative. So when we break the speech down clause by clause, we identify 76 clauses in total. And the number here are pretty striking. 88% the clauses, that's 67 out of 76 are declarative, only 7 are interrogative, and just 2 are imperative. So straight away we can see the Obama is doing something very specific with her language. She's not giving others, she's not demanding, she's mostly making statement, building a case, telling a story, and the pattern is actually really deliberate, as we'll see in the next slide. Here there is model types example. Wait. Declarative, this right now is the greatest country on the earth. uh, state of fake builds credibility and national pride without demanding agreement. So the interrogative, what have we done? Rhetorical questions capture parental anxiety and invite audience to feel the moment. So imperative, let's get to work. Mobilize voters issues only after trust is built through the speech. Let's look at some actual example for declarative. She say this right now is the great country on the earth. Subject find con- complement and clean statement of fact that build her authority. For interrogative, what we have done, this this is this isn't a real question, it's rhetorical. She's describing the moment she watched her daughters leave for school in those black SUV SUV surrounded by security, and that question captures the raw emotion of that moment. And finally, for imperative, let's we get to work. This only comes right at the end of the speech. On once she spent the whole time building trust with the audience. She earned the right of give that interaction. Next slide. There is model analysis, there is low degree, there is low low degree may make can. So 15 medium degree well would should need to. A high degree must always never. Looking of the modality, she so this is about how certain or how obligate the speaker sound. We found 28 modality expressions across the speech. The big chunk, 53.6%, is medium degree. So things like will, would, should, need to. The middle ground tells us she's confident but not aggressive. Then high degree must always never accounts for 28.6%, and she saved thus for her strong moral claims like Hillary Clinton. Her never quit on anything in her life. Low degree like Mike is only 10.7%. If pairing in the moment where she is being empa- empathetic, or acknowledging explicitly. So there is interpretation. Interpretation. Right. There is one declarative dem- dominance authority through testimony. Obama persuades by narrating and evidencing, not commanding. She positions herself as a trusted witness rather than a political operative. Two strategies: interrogative, emotional engagement, rhetorical questions. What we what have we done? Create in intimate connect, connection and invite the audience to supply answer, making them co-participants. Three, minimal imperative collaborative tone. The rare "let's get to work" come only after full trust is built, respecting the audience's autonomy before calling them to action. 4. Medium modality dominance, confident by not coercive, using will, should, and need to project conviction without arrogance. High degree must always, never is reserved for her core moral claims.
Okay, that's all from our presentation today. Is there any question? Maybe go ahead.
Alright, thank you, Bam and Shifa. I have simple questions for you guys. So, in in SFL, how does the system of mood define the interpersonal roles of speaker and listener? And how does modality modulate the relationship within the gap between yes and no? You get it?
Can you
You get
repeat
it?
it?
Huh?
Can you repeat the question or maybe send to me the question?
Alright, I can send you a questions. Wait. Okay, Bam, do you get a question?
Okay, maybe for the simple answer is that mood sets the rules of the game, like who's asking or who's telling, and modality adjusts the volume and pressure of those rules so you don't sound too bossy and too certain. Is it clear, Nui, for the answer?
Alright, Bam, it's very clear. Thank you.
Okay, maybe that's all from me and Shifa Fadila. So for the conclusion, across 76 closets that we get, declarative mood dominates at 88.2%, which reflect her strategy or Michelle Obama's strategy of persuading through narration rather than force. Modality is mostly medium degree, showing confident but measured speech. At the overall picture from this SFL analysis is that Michelle Obama's speech is a really carefully constructed piece of interpersonal communication. She built a relationship with the audience first, and only then does she ask them to act. That's what makes it so effective, and that's what systemic functional linguistics help us actually see in the language itself. Thank you for very nice attention. Sorry for all our mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.